You see, got a hobby truck. This is a Chevrolet 3100. The plate, that's a Ford. And can't really tell from this one. And then we'll make it to the vans and the trucks. But now I got a 446 barrel and even more 23 IMX and a Javelin. Well, both of the brown ones have the exactly that one that we have saw earlier. We have saw it with the Ukraine. Hi, it's 9:15 a.m. and it's February 11th, 2023. So a really special way to kick off our last weekend here in the US for the 22 to 23 winter season. We'll head to a car show after the joyous trip that we took to San Diego yesterday. We walked around the bay. We had discovered a pretty brief history that most of the business of these workplaces in that area have opened before the second half of last century. Impressing. Around that area, just like at Dana Point and other seaside areas, like their culture is much more into this like bar and restaurant stuff, and mainly from older businesses. But for today, it's going to be a car show adventure, and you're going to be surprised, but we're actually going to take a trip to 2 car shows, which one of them is from 10 to 2 and the other one is from 2 to 4. So it's going to be a thriller. And there we are. We just made it into the car show. Well, not exactly yet, but on our way there. So you are going to be very, very surprised with the model of some of the cars that you see in this lot. And just before we get in, we see the Mercedes E320. Same color as the one that we have. Just look at that. This is only the second time in 10 days that we see such thing. Here we go. Get inside and look at this. From the Toyota and the Lexus, it just gets old-fashioned from right over here. You see, got a hobby truck. This is a Chevrolet 3100, and that is a 1957. They got a Ford. This is a 1932. Yeah, this is a Deuce Coupe. It's a 1932 model, but there's like not all these vehicles have information
that
over
QR
here.
code on that
and
sign
look,
is for a
there's an
GoFundMe
announce
page
there.
to take care of his family.
The speakers, I mean.
Our Rotary Club supports that family's GoFundMe page. We ask that you use your phone, scan that sign, that QR code.
All right, so another one is the 1938 Chevy. Yeah, Herb's 38. That's even funnier. That license plate tells the model of that. But the rest of these cars, they don't show any information. They don't show the model, but just continue looking from there. But just look at that, glorious. And all these guys start with a Chevrolet. It's a Chevrolet truck. Oh, and even another one, but it's the old versions of the Chevrolet. Yes. Yeah, 1956. Well, with most of these cars though, like those who grew up with it must be like 90 or even 100 years old by now. And then even another Chevrolet. Oh, well, the silver one, yes. That's a Corvette, but the turquoise one, yes, it is another. Wait, is it from 56 as well?
Yeah.
I thought it was from like 46 or something, but 46. Well, I'll find out. Okay, it doesn't say there's no information board for this vehicle, by the way, but look at that. There's a ticket on this, and look at the inside of this. It's almost, in fact, it's the same color. It is exactly the same color as the outside of it. You don't even need the information board for this one. This is 1965. It says on the plate that's a Ford, and can't really tell from this one though. There's no information board on that one, but that looks magnificent. And yeah, 2 license plate. Like nowadays we get those that begin with 8 or 9, but see inside that and another ticket there. This is a bit absurd, but they lifted the car from the tires. Just look at this. It's like a bounce car. It's like one of those iPad games that they play. Check that out. It's a Cutlass. Well, there, got a 78 sled. Well, yeah, another plate that you can tell the model of it. That's 1978. So that's a tank from 1978 or whatever we call that. Ours is from 2001. And they got a...
This is possibly
Ooh.
grandma's age.
Oh yeah, around my grandma's age. Like, people going to that kind of a car would definitely be 100 by now. This is like a wagon already. And now you can tell that, and there's even a must-sell today. I was just going to say that they get entry codes for these cars. This car was given entry 242, while either the truck or the one on the right side of that was given entry 249. But yeah, look at that. It even has a door. It's like even more practical than getting into an RV. Just check that out.
This is
Yes,
like 100 years old RV.
100. Well, and we got a 1963 here. 63, crazy. That's the Mercury there. And look, it's on sale. And these two over here have some part of it lifted. One of them's even a V8 and a Chevrolet in a 61 model. And these two look a bit newer than many of those. Well, this one as well, that's a 2JZ power vehicle apparently. It's incredible, but let's see at the back what there is. Yeah, you are going to be a bit surprised with this one as well, but even the plate says 2JZ power. This is a Super Turbo and a Super SE, but now you even got a Yaz MT86, but this is not an 86 model. It's just a plate of it. So now we have come to the last row of these cars, and then we'll make it to the vans and the trucks. But now we came up to a Jaguar. So this has been given entry 305, and it's a Jaguar over here. And in a moment we'll get up to where these vans are. Many of them, okay, right. And there's barely any RV yet, because we're yet at that point that we're checking the history of all these. And 60, there we go. And you can tell it's 1960. So Austin Healey, yeah. So it's a model BN7. It's a 2-seat. It's one of those 2 seats, and got a 3000 MK11 over here. But it's kind of hard to see when that was made. But there's a date that says May 26th, 2000. So
This is not 2000.
yeah, I know it's not 2000. Like, it's definitely before that. But let's see the other cars over here. Yeah, of course, this was way before 2000. I don't know what was the point of reading at that date, but now the next few cars are going to be kind of surprising. Entry 101, this is another Austin Healey Sprite. Entry 369 MG, and this one is definitely worth multitasking whenever you're trying to prepare that. Entry 509, whatever that thing, a Morgan.
Morgan.
Yes, it's a Morgan. And got entry 193. That's another Austin Healey. Look at this one, by the way. This is 1933. So that's a 33 Riley. And next to that is the truck. So that's already the first truck that we got to see in this. Oh yeah, right. The truck for the car. And now we're coming into the point that there's a mix of cars, a mix of vans, and a few trucks. All right, so 66BB427. So that's the 66. That's Corvette. Yeah. Chevrolet. Oh, it says the year there. 1958. All right. And
It's a Mustang.
the Mustang. It's kind of funny with the...
With 2071,
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, 71. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, if you saw that plush horse toy, then, I mean, I even, like, a bit coming out of that. And a seagull. Yeah. This is... Oh, well, this is 2000. By the way, this is a 2000 model. I mean, the other car that had 2000 on a piece of paper, I think that was the last time any car like that was used, and then they got rid of them after all, and now got some vans, some small cars over here, and I just checked these ones out already.
I'll make it.
And even yeah, and after this point, that's when you get to the newer cars. So you had to look at
the other space.
Oh, okay, all right. But from this point, like Volvo and Toyota and Audi as well, that's the starting point of the ones that are. Yeah, I know. Got a Nissan there, but I'll deal with that one later. And what we got next? Now, many of these are vans. Let's just see which one that is though. Yeah, this is. You can see that the Euro stripes. It's almost the same color as the inside of the vehicle, unlike the other one that has a special kind of interior. This one though, not only the front windshield, well, two of them are open, but not just that. Oh, yeah, there is a blue one there, and there's even one with two of them open as well. On this one, both of them are open, but one of them is even more open than the other one. Like, still, both of them are open. Like, out of those that have an open windshield, like, both of them are open, and as well on the sides. And we had to. This looks like a dead man here. It's a bit funny. And a Felix Chevrolet. That's entry 134, and got even further here. Could add a Toyota. I'm just gonna see if that's the one that has. It should be. It doesn't even say what it is, and you can tell it says May 2023 from the stickers here. So it doesn't even say the type. But let's just get on further from here now. We got a 446 barrel, and even more of these engines is some more Chevrolets and some Fords. Another big surprise, got a crane on this one. Some red flags, but it doesn't matter with the flags. It's even more attention grabbing the crane that they got on this one. Ooh, look at this one. Now we got Hummers over here, and those are even more rich from the old ages than many of the rest that you have seen so far. Almost there. So now you got a Superior, got a Chevrolet, another one of those. Oh, and even another, and another, and another. And even that one at the end is a Chevrolet. All of these are Chevrolet. It's exactly that type that we have seen at the convention center in LA on the day that we had been into that auto show. Oh, and a bit like this one as well. 40 Ford. Yep, that's 1940, by the way. And yeah, that wind may have made you think that I said 44 as if it was in 1944, but you got even another special one here. Interestingly, some of these cars are already leaving. It's currently 12:20 and the show continues until 2. As I said earlier, there is another place that the show continues until 4. It starts at 2 and goes until 4. There's what? A belt. Yeah, there is a belt.
That belt is to hold it.
Look at that. That's some kind of random car. And
It's not a random, it's a Jaguar E-Type.
no, I mean the fact that there's a belt on it. That's why I'm actually pointing it out. Century 254. And to see what's inside, that's something that you're gonna laugh at even more. A leopard. Ooh. And yeah. Oh, Jaguar.
It's a Jaguar.
It's a Jaguar. Okay. Yeah. And in a suitcase. That is extra detailed, mate. So these are the antique motors for each of these vehicles. Not only the motors, but I got this bucket as well. This is a bit strange. It doesn't have to do anything with these vehicles for sure, to be clear enough. These ones look similar to each other. Over here, I got a red and a brown, a red and a brown. Got a 1973 IMX and a Javelin. Well, both of the brown ones have the front side open, and one of the reds. These are both AMX. But next is a huge surprise. Rusty Gold. This is Rusty Gold. I got even more of those that you saw at the previous auto show, and there, my favorite number, Chevy 31. It's a 1931 model here, and even more Chevrolet, and there we go. Got a sweet 67, and yes, you can tell that's 1967. The Blaze vehicle, but a 1971, I think that's 71, like it says E71 267. It's not always clear what you get from the license plate of these cars. And from this point, you gotta look at the newer cars over here. All Corvettes for now. They got some exceptions though, a bit like this one, but the rest of these cars in this row, not only are they in a similar shape, but you can see from the age of it too. It's the ZG6, for example. The ZG6 engine that's almost as powerful as the two JZ engines that got sealed.
Club Speedway, February 25th and 26th. Get your tickets now at autoclubspeedway.com. Live from Radio Row, it's Super Bowl week, and there's no better way to stay up to speed than with the Around the NFL podcast. Join me, Dan Hanzus, and my buds, Mark Sessler and Greg Rosenthal, for the latest football news with just a touch of mirth.
We've got the #1 football podcast in the world, and Rihanna is playing the Apple Music halftime show. It doesn't get much better than that, guys.
Hang out with us live from Glendale, Arizona all week long. Listen to Around the NFL on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Candidates, and you can schedule and conduct video interviews right on your site. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Here's the latest from the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
The IRS says California's middle-class tax refund won't have to be reported as income for 2022 taxes. Walker Canyon and Lake Elsinore is closed to prevent crowds at the Poppy Blooms. The LA Kings are retiring Dustin Brown's number 23 jersey and unveiling a statue of him outside Crypto.com Arena.
For the latest from the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
Look at that one. This it's exactly that one that we have saw earlier. We have saw it with the grain, and it's exactly the same.
Albertsons for the win. Score big with medium ripe Hass avocados or large mangoes, only 99 cents each with membership where applicable. And Lay's chips, 4.75 to 8 ounce, or Tostitos tortilla chips.
So there was meant to be another car show at 2 to 4. It was supposed to take place at around my dad's old workplace and got cancelled. There's no point, and it's just really, really silly. Even if SARS 3 hit last week, I still wouldn't cancel my show in the last minute. Like, it got cancelled in the last minute. It makes no sense. But for now, we have made it. Another trip to the Macy's store. It will be a final shopping day. So, whatever we get. Oh, fuck! Whatever we get. Yeah, guys, sorry. Like, I was just about to fall asleep after having spent over an hour in that car. And the fact that I couldn't even keep up with these traffic lights anymore. And now I feel more ready to go back to Turkey and see my family again than any other time that we had been here since we came on the evening of September the 9th last year. And so we're here for a final round of shopping. On Thursday, we had been to the other Macy's store. I got myself a couple of things there. Those are amongst the options for what I'll wear on Tuesday. I'll show you when I get back home. But look at that. I got a new Reef over here. Reef. Quality goods. And yeah, it's quite similar at the back too, but I think that's a small. Yeah, it is a small. Oh, hey, they even got one of these in black too. Oh, that's a medium though. Except that's a medium, and the other one I found is in the size of small. A Hugo Boss. I made it. And look at this. It is a freaking hefty crowd over there at Starbucks. Just look at this. And that was a final shopping for Macy's. Some holiday shopping, I can say. Well, we'll see you again in early spring. All right, so here's a look. So we got Michael Kors. We got a Michael Kors pocket t-shirt for myself. It's only the second time I bought myself a Michael Kors. There was one that I bought myself that had a pair of glasses in it, but that one only lasted a year. And the first time I got a Guy Harvey. You're going to be amazed in that one. It's a bit like Columbia, just a bit different. And the difference is the brand. And another Polo Ralph Lauren. This one in long sleeve. So these are the potential stuff that I wear on Tuesday. Well, as a top. But for now, it's time to end the vlog. I still don't know what the second show got canceled for, and now I'm going to put it to an end. Thank you guys so much for watching. At least I'm hoping that you enjoyed this long video. I'll see you guys in the video tomorrow, which will be a big day of doing workouts.